Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Babylon. I'm Asaf. I love cycling and training baby elephants.
My name is Itai. I like listening to Asaf's bullshit, but I hate Asaf. Yeah, we're here to do another music video reaction for you. Asaf?
Yeah, we're going to react to a song called All Downhill From Here by Candlebox.
Yeah, Candlebox, let me just say, they're one of those bands that people like to shit on. Not quite like Nickelback, but somewhere in that realm. Whereas I think that, you know, they're a fucking awesome band. They were kind of late to the game, I think, with sort of the grunge movement of that time, and the sound wasn't exactly like other bands, which I actually liked. I think their first album, the self-titled album, I think from 93, I want to say, is near masterpiece. I love that album. Kicks ass. They've sort of mellowed over the years, and their sound has become a little bit more, you know,
All right.
mainstreamy.
This is the first reaction to the video and the song. I have no idea what
For me as well. I haven't heard this song. I haven't heard this album. The album was released last year. It's called Wolves.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard it yet. So, yeah. Okay.
Half the time dead, half the time alive. So when we're on stage, we're alive, and all the rest of it, we're dead because of what what goes in with that with that goes with being a rock star or whatever. Yeah, all the bullshit that surrounds the corporate thing and whatever the business side of things. Yeah, it's a nice touch. It's a very optimistic song. shows you all of the exhausting, boring things that go along with touring. He shows you the in between, and he said something at the beginning. That's what I don't remember the exact words, but that's what you want us. That's what you like us to do, whatever the audience. So I'm still here doing time. It's like it's doing time for them, for him. It's like being in prison. It's nice.
It's much like everything else. You
Yeah,
got to take the good and the bad. So
yeah,
to in order to live your dream, I guess for them or for him,
yeah,
and do what he loves, he has to also deal with all the bullshit
yeah. But
that
voicing it,
goes with it.
yeah. But saying that exact thing is it's like he's not paying his dues or it's not that he sees it like he's paying his dues. He's like embracing the bad. He's calling it by what he feels it is. He's doing time.
Yeah,
He's in prison.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because it's like when they're playing, it's all great, but it's all downhill from there. It's like everything else is things that he would rather not have to deal with, if that makes sense.
yeah. All right.
Like to play live, to create music and all the rest of it, great. A lot of the other stuff, not so much. It's a
Yeah,
venting song, I guess, but it's not so angsty, it's pretty
yeah.
mellow.
It also feels like he's foreseeing that it's not going to get any better. So that's the name of the
I'm
song.
I'm I'm thinking it could be, it probably isn't, but it could also be interpreted as something to do with COVID and the way the world changed.
That was my next question. When did it come
Well,
out?
obviously they have masks on throughout. So, and I said the album is 2021. So,
So
um,
maybe it means we can't perform anymore, or we can't perform as often as we'd like.
maybe it's open to interpretation, I guess. On the surface, it's to do with all the bullshit that surrounds the industry. When you're not recording, when you're not singing, when you're not recording, when you're not performing, you're not on stage or
Yeah.
in the studio. Everything else is.
So you can gather that the only time they feel alive is when they're on stage, and then when they're recording in a studio. It's not what they do that. So you can interpret it as the only time they're alive is when they're on stage, not in the studio, not in between, not on buses, not on planes.
But away from interpreting, the lyrics and the meaning of the song, um, you said you've never heard Candlebox before. What do you think of the music? That's what I'm interested in, because it's like a first time. I heard this song for the first time, but I've heard the band before many times. Um,
It's
what do you get from this?
it's nice. It's catchy. It has a good rhythm. It feels like it has equal amounts of pain and depth to it.
I think that in a following episode at some point, maybe soon. We should do some of the earlier stuff, because to me, this particular song is one of my least favorites of theirs. I like it for the, for the maybe the meaning and the this and the that, but the sound, it's not quite the Candlebox that I like. I like them when they're at their heavier, more angsty, more dirty sound. This was like a rock track by the numbers a little bit. And it's okay, but I hope that the rest of the album is got a little bit more of his also signature sound of his voice as well. It came in here a few times, but overall not so much. Whereas in other songs it takes center stage, it's on the front. But yeah, we'll do some more of their stuff, because I'm curious to see what you would think of it compared to this.
Fine. Okay. Yeah, it's a good song. I'd probably listen to it again.
It's a good song. It's okay. It's okay. I didn't love it, but again, they're also an aging band. They've been around since early '90s, so that happens to a lot of bands. Aerosmith, whoever. They when they get older, they start singing about different things, and also in a different way. You know what I mean? They mature as people. Things change. So I don't begrudge them that, but as far as me loving their music, I like, their first album is still, to me, one of the, I won't put a number on it, but it's one of the greatest albums of all time. I just love it. I keep listening to it. I keep going back to it. And like I said, a lot of people like to hang a lot of crap, call them, whatever they call them. But I like Candlebox. One of my favorite bands. So
yeah, I liked it. It's not. I have nothing bad to say about this band. Okay. So so if you enjoyed this video, guys, please be sure to like it, subscribe, and click the little bell icon so you'll get notified on all our future videos. Also, please share our content. It will help us immensely with the YouTube algorithm. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you think. What would you like to hear us do next? And we will do our best to comply.
Thanks for being with us. Thanks for your time. Thanks for, coming back. And yeah, we'll see you again soon in the next one, which I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we'll find out soon enough.
So bye, guys.